Going with the lineups, first off for the Twins, leading off the shortstop number 10, Spencer Simpson. The first baseman number 14, Mason Wisniewski. The center fielder number 7, Gavin Mesa. The second baseman number 0, Britt Vick. The right fielder number 33, Jude Alvarez. The designated hitter number 39, Bo Sweeney. The left fielder number 1, Brady Skinner. The catcher number 15, Jesse Saucedo. The third baseman number 32, Josh Weaver. Starting on the mound for the Twins, number 6, Landon Blaze. And now for the Islanders lineup. Leading off the center fielder from Pratt Community College, number 25, Owen Schmidt. The shortstop from Pratt Community College, number 16, Carson Wall. The first baseman from Barton Community College, number 21, Jack Jewell. The third baseman out of Colby Community College, number 22, Josiah Schmidt. The designated hitter out of Fort Worth, Texas, number 20, Mac Lerma. The catcher out of Pratt Community College, number 3, Creston Poor. The second baseman out of Sterling College, number 5, Mitchell McDaniel. The right fielder out of Eastern Oklahoma State College, number 24, Jackson Stewart. The left fielder out of McPherson College, number 2, Landon Parks. And starting on the mound for the Islanders, number 30 out of Cisco College, Gabriel Elms. And now, at this time, we ask that you please stand and face towards the flag for the playing of our national anthem. The shortstop number 10, Spencer Simpson. Jayhawk League action here at Riverside Park tonight. Spencer Simpson steps in for the Twins. They're taking on the Islanders. It'll be Gabriel Elms on the mound, making his first start of the season with the Islanders. And the first pitch runs inside to hit Simpson. Not a great start for Elms. We'll bring Mason Wisniewski up to the plate, and you do not want to give him a runner on. He's got 24 runs batted in this year, hitting .324. Called strike on the inside edge. The 0-1 from Elms way outside. Wisniewski, second in the Jayhawk League, I believe, in home runs. He has 6. That pitch misses outside. 2-1 the count. Islanders, after being swept by Junction City to start the week, they fall to 2-21 on the season. That pitch misses outside. Count moves to 3-1. Meanwhile, Derby, not quite in the same spot they were last year. They're a little bit below that. Still sitting pretty good in the Jayhawk League. They're in 4th place. That pitch misses outside for ball 4. A 5-pitch walk. And the first 2 batters are given free passes for Derby. Gavin Mesa comes to the plate. Looks to put down a bunt, pulls it back. Still hits his bat, so foul ball. Mesa, .342 average. .458 on base percentage. That pitch misses for ball 1. Count is even now. Swing, a liner into right field, gets down. A base hit. Runners will hold right where they are, advancing just 1 base. So the bases are loaded with nobody out here. Top of the first inning for Derby. Got as good of a start as the Twins could have hoped for coming into this one. Britt Vitt comes up. The number 0, which not a lot of teams have a number 0 here in the Jayhawk League. Foul ball bounced, I think, in the batter's box before it started rolling. Ended up eventually in fair territory, but it's a foul ball. That's the call. .271 batting average for Vic out of LSU Eunice. He's from Louisiana. Lake Charles, Louisiana, to be specific. Called strike and an 0-2 count, a chance for Elms to put away his first batter here. 4 batters in to this first inning. The pitch, fouled back. Could have been a foul tip if it went into the glove of Poor behind the plate, but he didn't catch it, so just a normal foul ball. And I don't think it went straight back for Poor to catch it, but it was not hard contact on the foul ball. Bases loaded, top of the first inning, no runs have scored yet. The pitch from Elms is over the head of Karsten Wall at shortstop. 1 run comes in to score, and that will be all for the Twins on that play. But 4 straight batters getting on, and they just keep the conveyor belt moving here in the first inning. Nobody out. Back-to-back hits for Derby. Jude Almaraz comes up. .340 batting average for him on the season. That pitch misses. He's driven in 7 runs this year. That pitch misses outside 2-0. Last time these teams played, the score was 9-5. Derby picked up the win here on the island. This is also the second game that's currently active between these two teams. Back on June 13th, the Twins and the Islanders played 3 innings in Derby, and the game was suspended for weather. They'll play that the beginning of next week. They'll finish that game out. Swing and a miss. Count goes even 2-2. So the Twins a 1-0 record against the Islanders this season. A 2-2. This is outside. Count runs full. Bases still loaded. Twins have a 1-0 lead. Pitch to Almaraz, misses outside, ball 4, and that is a walk that sends in a run. Still nobody out here in the first inning. That's the second walk. There are 2 hits, and as well as a hit by pitch in this inning. Bases loaded, still nobody out. That's been the situation we've been in for the last couple batters. And Bo Sweeney will come to the plate in the same spot. Obviously a mound visit out there right now.
Should you want to know, don't you mind about the future?
Elms out of Cisco College.
Don't you try to think ahead.
An assistant coach at Cisco, Mason Munns, goes out there to talk to his guy. Bo Sweeney takes ball 1 inside. Poor loses the ball, but it doesn't get away from him enough for any of the runners to try and push forward, because if one of them goes, all of them really have to go. And breaking for the plate there would probably have not been super smart, especially if Elms here can't find the strike zone, which he hasn't really been able to do this inning. He had 2 strikes on Britt Vick, but wasn't able to put him away. Gave up the hit. There's a called strike. 2-1 count. Sweeney, 8 for 20 on the season. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Count goes even 2-2. Still nobody out. Top of the first inning. Twins lead 2-0. Islanders trying to make a defensive play here or get a strikeout, anything really. There's a foul ball. Keeps the count right where it is. That pitch inside. Count runs full. 3-2. Elms has a chance to get the batter out here, but it looks possible that Sweeney is drawing another walk here for the Twins. Borderline pitch taken. Elms doesn't get the call on the outside edge. So there is another walk and another run for Derby. 3-0. before the first out in the first inning. Brady Skinner, the 7-hole already at the plate. Takes strike one. Skinner, 132 batting average, 207 on base percentage. Does have some power, a couple of home runs this season. Swing a high pop-up into foul territory. Doesn't look like anyone's going to have the room to make the play. Any Islander, at least, to make the play. There's some Twins outside their dugout, I think, playing catch. Warming up their arms. Maybe some bullpen action. I don't think that's really what it is, but one of them made the catch with their glove out of play. Obviously does not count. That pitch misses outside. Count moves to 1-2. That pitch misses outside. Count goes even, 2-2. Third batter that's been down to 2 strikes in this inning. None of them have been put away yet. The Twins have come across with 3 runs here in the top of the first inning. That pitch misses up high. And we have another full count. Brady Skinner in the spring at Cochise College hit .356. So the stats from this summer might not be indicative of how good of a hitter he is, but he takes strike 3 on the outside edge there. And the Islanders finally have an out. The catcher, Jesse Cicito. Cicito, 179 average. Another guy who had better numbers in the spring. 315 average at Cuesta Community College. California native. Playing the summer ball here in Kansas. Here is not Derby. Here is Kingman. Derby is down the road a little ways. Just south of Wichita. Where the NBC World Series is going to be played, as it is every year. Called strike. 1-2 count. Umps come set. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Gabriel Allums. Looks like he might be finding his groove. It took him most of the lineup to find it, but he's finding the zone now. Back-to-back strikeouts. 2 down. Bases still loaded here in the top of the first inning. Twins have come across with 3 runs. A ground ball there from Weaver over to second base. Throw to first. In time. Side retired. Twins come across with 3 in the top of the inning. They lead 3-0. Bottom of the first inning, Twins lead 3-0. The center fielder, Owen Schmidt. Owen Schmidt comes up, 481 batting average. That's not a full season's workload. He's only been on the team for a couple of weeks now. But he has been a really nice spark for this Islanders offense. Getting on base 60% of the time he comes up to the plate, and all of his hits so far have been singles. There's a liner over the head of the second baseman. There's another one for him. Base hit for Owen Schmidt gets the Islanders started here in the bottom of the inning. Trailing by 3, they need some offense here early to get back into this ball game. Karsten Wall is the man at the plate. Takes that pitch outside. Derby putting Landon Blaze on the mound, making his 6th start of the season. He's thrown 24 innings, given up 6 earned runs, an ERA of 2.25. Quite the season for him on the mound. That's a foul ball off the leg of Wall. That's going to sting. Going to try and walk it off, it looks like, but yikes, that's never good. Puts his bat down, and he is really in pain on that leg. Have to see if he's going to be able to finish this plate appearance, stay in the game. And yeah, he looks like he's done after that. That's an unfortunate situation that played out. It's been a bad week. No. It's been a bad week for injuries here on the island. On Monday's game against Junction City, their starting pitcher looked like he blew his arm out and had to leave the game, and then behind the plate, I think it was Jesus Yanez had to leave the game due to an injury. Can't really see what number that is right now. It's going to be number 18. Connor Rowe will be the replacement. Number 18, Connor Rowe. So he comes to the plate with a 1-1 count. Started by Karsten Wall. The pitch, runner goes. Owen Schmidt has 7 steals already this season. Make that 8. He's into second base safely. Landon Blaze started the first game on the island earlier this year. He went into the 6th inning, pitched 5 1/3, gave up 2 runs. The 1-2 to Rowe here misses outside. Count goes even. Connor Rowe, a 179 batting average with the Islanders this summer. On the roster at Eastern Oklahoma State College. Didn't play in the spring, but he will swing and miss here at the pitch that was low. Got Rowe to chase. The first baseman, Jack Jewell. Jack Jewell It's been announced selected as a Jayhawk League All-Star called Strike. 303 batting average, which in terms of qualified hitters on the Islanders is the best that any batter has. Owen Schmidt has a higher batting average, but in a much smaller sample. Blaze steps off the mound. Looks like he wanted to throw to second. Some technical difficulties, but we're back. It's now an 0-2 count to Josiah Schmidt. Jack Jewell grounded out down the first base line. It was picked up by Blaze. He flipped it over to first. Owen Schmidt moved over to third base. So a runner now 90 feet away with 2 down in the bottom of the first inning. Islanders trail 3-0 at the moment. That pitch up high. Josiah Schmidt, the .242 batting average. Swing and a foul ball. Count remains 1-2. Colby Community College commit. Played at Pratt High School this past season. Hit .435 for the Greenbacks. Swing and a foul ball. You get as many of those as you can. Count stays 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Landon Blaze gets out of the inning after the leadoff hit from Owen Schmidt. He's stranded at third base. And the Twins take a 3-0 lead into the second inning. The shortstop, Spencer Simpson. Top of the second inning looks a lot like the top of the first, but the Twins have a 3-0 lead in this one. 9 batters came to the plate for Derby in the first inning. So the lineup resets here to start the second. Simpson seeing his third pitch of the day. He swings and flies that one deep out into right field. But Stewart has room to make the catch right near the foul line for out number 1. First baseman Mason Wisniewski. Wisniewski walked his first time up. Came around to score the second run for the Twins in that first inning. He takes ball 1 there. It's pretty much that same spot, just to a right-handed hitter instead of a left-handed. That was his first pitch to Simpson in the last plate appearance. Swinging a foul tip for strike 1. The 1-1 pitch is down for a base hit into center field. So Wisniewski is on for the second time today. First hit for him. Center fielder Gavin Mesa. Mesa 1 for 1. Hit a single that moved Simpson and Wisniewski over in the first inning. It was really about as mechanical of a manufactured run inning as Derby could have put together in the first inning. Runners didn't advance any more than one base on any play. So once the bases were loaded, bases just stayed loaded. But the bases were also left loaded. The pitch, a ground ball gets through. It's a base hit. And Wisniewski's going to round second. The throw from Stewart is going to be cut off, and Wisniewski advances to third. So a little bit more aggressive base running from the Twins here in the second inning. They have runners on the corners with 1 out. Second baseman Britt Vick. Vick had a single his first time up. It was an RBI single with the bases loaded. That was the first run of that inning. Again, Twins lead 3-0, threatening to add on to that here in the top of the second with runners on the corners. 2-0 count. Pickoff attempt over at first base. Wasn't super aggressive. Didn't fire it over to first base or anything. Just trying to make sure the runners are fully aware that the pitcher knows that they're there. That one misses, I think, inside. So the count moves to 3-0. A walk here would load the bases. And a walk here does load the bases. Ball 4. Second time getting on for Britt Vick. And it feels like a perpetual state of the bases being loaded for Derby at the moment. Jude Almaraz walked his first time up. A swing, grounder over to shortstop, flip to second in time. Throw to first is not in time, so a run scores on the fielder's choice. So it's 4-0. Twins lead here in the top of the second inning. They're 2 down. Runners again on the corners. That pitch misses down low for ball 1 to Bo Sweeney. That was actually called a balk. So another run comes home. It's 5-0. So now a runner on second with 2 down. Pitch down low. There was a pickoff attempt from Elms earlier this inning, trying to make sure the runners knew he was still there. And he messed up there and allowed those runners to advance, including the runner on third base. Swinging a foul ball. Swinging a ground ball over to Jack Jewell at first base. He'll flip it to Elms, who steps on the bag for out number 3. 2 more for Derby in the second inning. It's 5-0. So I'm looking at the official scoring, and I may have made an error on my own. But it is Mac Lerma coming up to the plate for the Islanders to lead off here in the bottom of the second. Mac Lerma, another all-star selection for the Islanders. He has a 2-0 count and a .282 batting average. Called strike.
In the king, yo, I'm from the Empire State.
My apologies. Creston Poor comes to the plate. Swing and a miss. There's 1 down here in the top of the inning. I do believe that I'm trying to figure out the score here. Okay. I believe it is 4-0, and I made a mistake in an inning ago. I'm just trying to figure out where that mistake was. I'll figure it out in between the inning, but as of right now, the official score is 4-0. My apologies for getting that wrong. Swing and a miss.
We'll fix it next week.
It's a 2-2 count to Creston. Poor landed Blaze still on the mound. That pitch down in the dirt. Bouncing off the turf, actually. We don't have dirt anymore. Dirt is sort of obsolete, I suppose, at this point in time. At least here on the infield at the island. On all the other ballparks, we still have dirt. But here at George Armstrong Memorial Field, it's a turf infield. That pitch misses outside. Ball 4. Creston pours on. He's a second base runner for the Islanders in this ball game. Second baseman, Mitchell McDaniel. Pitch misses for ball 1. Mitchell McDaniel comes up for the first time today. He swings and misses at strike 1. 256 batting average for him. And that pitch gets away, that pickoff attempt gets away from Wisniewski at first base. So Poor moves over to second, takes away a double play opportunity. One down here in the bottom of the second inning. Called strike, inside edge, 1-2 the count. That pitch misses outside. The 2-2 swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down here in the bottom of the second. Still 4-0. Right fielder Jackson Stewart.
I ain't never looking for no handouts. Broke, never helping with their hands out.
Called strike. 1-1 the count. Jackson Stewart having his first plate appearance today. Eastern Oklahoma State College. Just 4 for 40 on the season. As a double. Couple of RBI. With 2 down here in the inning. He has a runner in scoring position. He's down in the count 1-2. Called strike 3, side retired. We move to the third inning. Score is still 4-0 Derby. Ladies and gentlemen, now into pitch for the Islanders. Number 8, Jack Schreiner. Left fielder, Brady Skinner. So now I am looking at the official scorebook, and it just does not have a Bo Sweeney plate appearance from an inning ago. So I do believe that the score should be 5-0, because we have Brady Skinner at the plate now. He's after Sweeney. So yeah, I think there was a walk that just wasn't recorded in the official scorekeeping. I will have to discuss this with someone. Right now, the official score is 4-0, but I will double check this soon. That pitch misses. They asked if he went around, but it did not seem that he did. Skinner struck out looking his first time up. He's down in the count 1-2 here. Jack Schreiner just announced his commitment to Southwestern College today. He's on the mound right now. That pitch misses down and away. Making his 6th appearance on the season, has given up 21 earned runs in 12 1/3 innings. 6 strikeouts to 9 walks for Schreiner on the season. Swing and a miss, strike 3, make that 7 strikeouts on the season for Schreiner. My apologies on the scorekeeping error. I'm just trying to keep everything straight as it can be. But it is Jesse Cicito at the plate now. He grounds over to shortstop. The throw to first is offline. Bounces away from Jack Jewell. And so an error gets Cicito on. Third baseman Josh Weaver. A pop-up into foul territory. That's out of play. That pitch misses outside for ball 1. Count goes even 1-1. Two balls, 1 strike. That pitch misses away. Or, what am I saying? That was a pickoff attempt. Wow, I've been thrown for a loop tonight. My apologies. This is not my best work. Foul ball that time. That I did know what happened. If that was a pitch, it would have missed by quite a ways. Being thrown over to first base. But it was a pickoff attempt. 2-2 the count. A pitch down low. The runner goes. No tag applied in time. So successful steal from Cicito. The pitch from Schreiner, fouled away. That one's across the street, and not quite to the sidewalk, across the street, up the hill. It's a small little hill, maybe a couple of feet wide and tall. That pitch misses outside, ball 4. So 2 on 1 out. Top of the 3rd inning. Score is either 4-0 or 5-0. Spencer Simpson comes up 3rd time today. He's 0 for 1. Oh, and lined right at Jack Jewell. It's not fielded actually by Connor Rowe at second base. Jack Jewell dove for it, went off his glove, and he went over to cover first base. Connor Rowe at second base couldn't pick up the baseball to make the throw over there. It would have been a close play anyway. I'll wait to see what the ruling on that one is, but Simpson is on it and the bases are loaded. That is going to be an infield single for Simpson as Wisniewski is at the plate. He is 1 for 1 with a walk, and he scored twice.
Carson.
That pitch fouled away. The 0-2 swing and a miss. Schreiner gets his 2nd strikeout of the inning with the bases loaded to get the 2nd out of the inning. Center fielder Gavin Mesa. Mesa is 2 for 2. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Bases loaded here, but top of the 3rd inning, 2 down. Score is officially 4-0. That pitch misses down and away. Swing and a miss. 3 strikeouts for Jack Schreiner. He leaves the bases loaded. And the side is retired without a score. So we have gotten word from the Twins dugout that they also have 5-0 as the score. So that is what we'll go with. I do believe that that is correct. That is what I've had the whole time. It's Landon Parks at the plate, coming to the plate for the first time. Blaze still on the mound for the Twins, swinging a foul ball. 182 batting average for Parks this season. He went 304 his senior year at Hutch High School. Don't have his numbers from McPherson College in the spring. Swing, and that's going to be strike 3.
Joshua Schmidt.
No, Owen Schmidt. The center fielder, Owen Schmidt. Owen Schmidt, 1 for 1. He had a single to lead off the first inning. Cubs up with 1 out here. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Islanders trail 5-0 is the score. Takes ball 1. Swings and misses at strike 1. That would have been ball 2 almost certainly. But he chased after it. The count is even 1-1. Swing a high fly ball into foul territory. That one's going to be out of play. Well, it would be in play on that field over there. It's basically a T-ball coach pitch field. That's right next, kind of diagonally placed from George Arnsdorf Field. Ground ball down the first baseline is fair, and Wisniewski is there to record the out. The second baseman, Connor Rowe. Rowe saw 2 strikes but struck out his first time up. He came in for Karsten Wall after he fouled a pitch off his leg, and that was strike 1 in that at-bat. But the strikeout does go on Rowe's record because he had most of the strikes. 2 out of 3 is the majority. Count is 1-1. The pitch from Blaze catches the outside edge. Strike 2. Foul ball. Count stays 1-2. Connor Rowe steps back in. The pitch, swing, a high fly ball out into center field. And it's caught for out number 3. Side retired. And the Islanders still off the board here after 3 innings. It's 5-0. Jack Schreiner back out there after getting 3 strikeouts and leaving the bases loaded in the 3rd inning. First time that the Twins have been left off the scoreboard today. They scored 3 in the first, 2 in the second. Score is 5-0. They're trying to add on here in the top of the 4th inning. The pitch. This is down and away for ball 1. Britt Vick is at the plate. 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. Ground ball gets through between first and second base, closer to first. Connor Rowe was the man whose ball that was. He couldn't quite get to it. Just a well-placed grounder for a base hit. Jude Almaraz comes up. 0 for 1, but he's reached twice, which seems counterintuitive, but I'll explain it. He's walked and then he grounded into a fielder's choice. It's not that hard of an explanation. That doesn't count as a hit or getting on base, a fielder's choice, because an out was recorded when you put the ball in play. The pitch. Swing on an inside pitch. He drives it down the line. It was a grounder. It's just going to be a base hit, but a good swing on a pitch that didn't really seem hittable. Every pitch is hittable if you believe in yourself enough, and Almaraz believed that he could put that one down the line, and he did. So runners on first and second with nobody out. Bo Sweeney at the plate. He takes an inside pitch. Pitch that Almaraz got a piece of. Didn't go that far inside, but still might have been over the plate. I mean, he's swinging at strikes, but wasn't a good strike to swing at. For most people, at least. I mean, he got a hit out of it. I can't judge him. Pop-up caught by Mitchell McDaniel over at shortstop. 1 down here, top of the 4th inning. Runners on first and second. Brady Skinner comes up. He struck out twice. That pitch misses outside. Ball 1. One of the count. Called strike. Suppose inside corner. Really good pitch from Schreiner there. I guess if he caught the zone. That one, I think, down low. Two one. The pitch, swing, a fly ball out into left field, and it is caught by Parks for out number 2. Jesse Cicito. Cicito is the catcher. He struck out and then reached on an error. Wouldn't say pickoff attempt, but there wasn't ever a throw, so it's just Schreiner stepping off the bag, stepping off the rubber, I suppose, effectively. Keeps the runners honest. Last time an Islanders pitcher tried a pickoff move like that, he did end up balking a couple pitches later. Swing a high fly ball deep out into center field. That's deep, and that one's over the fence for a 3-run home run. Cicito sends one to straightaway center field. I guess it's past straightaway center field. His second homer of the year. 8-0, the score. So now Schreiner has to reset and face Josh Weaver. Weaver grounded out his first time up. Swing and a miss. Count is even 1-1. Nobody on, 2 out. Top of the 4th inning. Twins lead 8-0. Islanders run ruled in their last 2 games against Junction City, trying to avoid the same fate tonight, but the Twins very much on pace to win in just 7 innings. Ground ball over to second base, throw to first in time. Side retired, but not before Jesse Cicito puts the ball well past the outfield. It's 8-0. The first baseman, Jack Jewell. Jewell grounded out in the first inning. He moved Owen Schmidt over to third base. He was stranded there. And the Islanders have not been able to get on the board. They got 1 base runner with a walk in the second inning. That's all they've managed since. 6 strikeouts for Landon Place so far today. A base hit out into left field. Jack Jewell is on for the first time today. Third baseman, Josiah Schmidt. I did miss my cue to do the PA announcing on that one. I usually like to time it up with the music. I was late on that one. That's on me. Pitch from Blaze is on the outside edge for a called strike. He struck out his first time up. Runner on first, nobody out. Bottom of the 4th inning, Islanders trail 8-0. Called strike. World Cup is going on. I suppose you could say the score is 8-0. I'm not going to, though. You could, though. I'll continue saying 8-0 until the Islanders put a run on the board. One, two. Swing and a miss. Strike three. One down here. Bottom of the fourth inning. The designated hitter, Mac Lerma. Lerma struck out his first time up. Again, Jayhawk League All-Star. That game's going to be played in Hutch on Saturday. It's down 0-1. Swing, a high pop-up into the infield. Looked like it was going towards Weaver's territory, but Simpson emphatically calling for it the whole way. He makes the catch. The catcher, Kristen Cole. Walked his first time up. Foul ball. One of just 3 base runners the Islanders have had today, including Jack Jewell over there on first base right now. They're 2 down, bottom of the fourth inning. Islanders looking to get on the board for the first time today. It's 8-0. The Twins have really just let their offense cook. Especially an inning ago, they sent 3 runs home. A couple really good swings, a base hit down the third base line on a grounder, and then a home run to straightaway center field. It was a 3-run shot. 1-1 the count. Called strike. 1-2. Poor steps back in. Swing. High fly ball out into right field. And it's caught for out number 3. Another runner left on base for the Islanders. And they go back to the dugout trailing 8-0 after 4 innings. Islanders bringing a new pitcher in, Jesus Yanez, on the mound. If I gave you no context and just told you his ERA is 36.0, that would sound pretty bad. And if I tell you that he's not usually a pitcher, he's thrown 1 inning this year, gave up 4 runs, that would make more sense, I think. Still not a good outing for him, but I think it makes that very bad ERA make a little bit more sense. Simpson coming up to the plate here. The leadoff man. Already his 4th plate appearance of the game in inning number 5. He's 1 for 2 with a hit by pitch back in the first inning. He came around to score there. The 0-1 from Yanez, fouled away. Yanez did not record a strikeout in his first outing this year. Looking for his first. Has an 0-2 count here. Pitch misses up and away. The pitch from Yanez, down and away. Even count 2-2. Nobody on, nobody out. It's the leadoff man here in the top of the 5th inning. Twins lead 8-0. Islanders have thrown Jesus Yanez out there. Called strike 3. There's his first strikeout of the season. First baseman Mason Wisniewski. Wisniewski 1 for 2, a walk and a single. Came around to score twice in the first 2 innings. Struck out his last time up. The pitch is swung on and fouled away. Ball hung up in the air for a while, but eventually did crash into some glass. That sound effect was real. Don't just take my word for it. Trust me. Don't actually do that. That was a fake sound effect. Might be real glass on the sound effect. Someone might have recorded it. I'd imagine that's where the sound effect comes from. But here at the island, every piece of glass is safe tonight. The other night, there was a home run that hit a back windshield of a truck out in left field. And that back windshield did not stay intact. The 1-2 pitch here, swinging a foul ball. If you look in the outfield tonight, there are fewer cars after that incident. Not a huge crowd here at the island tonight, but usually there's still some cars parked out in the outfield. People just wanted to watch some baseball. 2-2 the count. Swing and a miss, strike 3, back-to-back strikeouts to open the 5th inning for Yanez. He's on a roll. Center fielder Kevin Mesa. Mesa's 2 for 3. Swing a foul tip. Mesa singled twice in the first 2 innings, came around to score both times. But he's down 0-2 here. He struck out last time and is on the verge of it here. Yanez has a chance to strike out the side. Not going to do it on that pitch. It bounces off the plate for ball 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Jesus Yanez comes in, strikes out the side. And the Islanders are still down by 8 runs. The second baseman, Mitchell McDaniel, had to quickly play that walk-up song and get the announcement in as he swings and misses at strike one. He was in there ready to go by the time I was ready to start announcing, so my apologies to Mitchell. He struck out his first time up. He did not go around as that pitch in the turf. I almost said dirt, but it's not dirt. It's turf. It's colored to look like dirt, but it's not dirt. I've been on that field before. Not dirt. Called strike. Might be a pitch that McDaniel would have wanted. But he has 3 of those. There's a chance here. He lines that one out into center field, and it gets down for a base hit. Take maybe a good pitch and find a great pitch. And that's what McDaniel did right there for a base hit. Right fielder Jackson Stewart comes up. Struck out his first time, as have so many Islanders tonight. That pitch misses outside for ball 1. 6 strikeouts for Blaze tonight. That pitch misses inside. Blaze threw 5 1/3 in the last game against the Islanders. That one ended up being much closer than this one looks like it's going to end up being. It was a 9-5 ball game. Islanders trail 8-0 here tonight. Blaze has done a really good job on the mound. When he gives up 1 base runner, he is not allowed anything else, but it's a 3-0 count right here to Jackson Stewart. Called strike. Count moves to 3-1. Called strike. And just like that, the count is full. Pickoff attempt. Not particularly close. McDaniel is the guy you want to pick off. Make sure he knows that you're aware he's there. 23 steals this past season at Sterling College. Called strike 3. Jackson Stewart did not agree with it. That is the call. He'll go back to the dugout. There's 1 out here. Bottom of the 5th inning. Islanders trying to get on the board for the first time today. Scores 8-0. Derby leads. A swing. High fly ball out into right center field. It is caught by Almaraz out in right field.
First and 4.
So quickly, 2 down now. The center fielder, Owen Schmidt. Schmidt comes to the plate. He's 1 for 2. Single whack in the first inning. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Oh, 1 count. Runner on first base. 2 down here. Bottom of the 5th inning. 8-0 the score. Derby leads. There's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Blaze looking for strikeout number 8 on the day for him. Pitch. Swing a grounder. Into foul territory up. Forgot to say that, but that was a foul ball. The pitch from Blaze. Up high, good take from Owen Schmidt. The 1-2. Called strike 3. Strikeout number 8 on the ball game for Landon Blaze. He is having himself quite the day. After 5 innings, the score is 8-0 Derby. Jesus Yanez still on the mound after striking out the side in the top of the 5th inning. We're here in the top of the 6th. Twins lead 8-0. If you're curious about run rule, it is 10 runs after 7 innings, so the Twins would need to score at least 1 run in each of the next 2, or at least an average of 1 run over the next 2 innings, and then hold the Islanders scoreless, or any other situation that would have them up by 10 runs at the end of 7 innings. But as of right now, it's 8-0. We're looking to go a full 9. It's a 2-1 count here to Britt Vick. 2 for 2 with the walk. Called strike. Swing a grounder over to second base. The throw to first in time for out number 1. Connor Rowe makes the play. The right fielder, Jude Almaraz. One for 2, but he's been on base 3 times, a walk and a fielder's choice. He also had a run scored back in the 4th. He was sent home on a home run. Guess it wasn't really a foul ball, or that actually might still be in play. It was in foul territory, but it's caught by Jack Jewell for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down. That's 5 straight outs from Jesus Yanez, who, in his only inning of work this season before tonight, had given up 4 runs. He's just feeling it. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the dream of a perfect, I don't know, however many innings he's out there, is over for Jesus Yanez. The score is already 8-0. Can't get like a perfect game at this point. But Yanez could have been perfect. It's not to be. Brady Skinner up 0 for 3, looking for his first hit of the ball game. Looking to get on for the first time. Foul ball. 1-1 count. That pitch misses down and away. The throw from poor behind the plate is well over the head of Connor Rowe. But Sweeney will stick around at second base. So successful steal, but nothing more on the what would be a throwing error if he advanced, but box score will read that like nothing happened really with the throw. Called strike. 2-2 count. A lot of 2s on the scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strike, 2 out. Top of the 6th inning. Twins lead 8-0. Trying to add on to it here. Ground ball down the third base line goes foul. Yanez's first appearance on the mound this year was against Junction City on June 12th. Again, gave up 4 runs. Called strike. Right down the middle. Side retired. 4 strikeouts for Jesus Yanez. That is 4 more than he had on the season coming into tonight. The second baseman, Connor Rowe. Bottom of the sixth inning, Islanders trail 8-0. Ground ball over to third base. It's a loud ground ball, but it's an out on the first pitch of this bottom of the sixth inning.
I got my first real six string. Oh, yeah, after 5 and dime.
Jack Jewell comes up.
Till my fingers bled.
He's 1 for 2. Was left on first base after a single back in the fourth inning. That pitch misses down and away. Pitch. Called strike. It is Noah Allison now on the mound for the Twins. 226 batting average. But he's on the mound, so I don't know why that would matter. 5 2/3 innings pitch. He's given up 1 run. Ground ball over to the shortstop. Throw to first. In time, 2 down. Couple of ground ball outs forced. Allison, 7 strikeouts to 2 walks. This is, excuse me 1 second. Third baseman, Josiah Schmidt. This is not a big sample, just his 4th time on the mound this year for Allison, but a surprising efficiency for a guy that led the Jayhawk League in home runs at the plate last season, which is probably why I said his batting average was just so used to him being a batter. And that's 3 straight ground balls, 3 straight outs, and a quick bottom of the 6th inning for Noah Allison and the Twins. So it looks like Jesus Giannis has gone to right field and switched spots with Jackson Stewart, who's now on the mound. Jesse Cicito comes up. He hit a home run his last time, a 3-run shot. And that's the last scoring either team has done in this ball game. 8-0 is the score in the top of the 7th inning. And it's the top of the 7th inning already. This game is flying by. It's only 8:41, an hour and 41 minutes into this game. Pitch is inside. Especially for a game that's seen 8 runs already. Like, this has gone fast. The 0-1. Called strike. Stewart, as you might have assumed by him starting in right field, is usually a hitter as he strikes out Cicito there. But he has thrown now an inning and a third. He's got 3 strikeouts to no walks, just giving up a hit. That hit did not come around to score, so perfect 0.00 ERA. It's the beauty of small sample sizes. You see Jesus Yanez get thrown on the mound. When he came in, his ERA was 36.0. He's reduced that by quite a wide margin now after throwing 2 scoreless innings. But you see Jackson Stewart come up, and has thrown 1 scoreless inning. So a perfect ERA for him. I don't even know what glass that foul ball would have broken. Unless we have glass in dangerous places. I think that went well over the cars that are parked along the third base line. That pitch misses down and away. Ball 4. Runners on.
What percentage? Bye-bye.
And our music iPad just died. We had it plugged in for a while.
Plug it right there and just sit back there and play it.
A pitch down in the turf. Preston Poor lost it. So an easy move over to second base for Weaver. Spencer Simpson at the plate for the 5th time tonight in the 7th inning. He's 1 for 3, got hit by a pitch as well back in the 1st inning. First pitch of the ball game. He also scored the first run of the game for the Twins. They've sent 7 more across since that. It's 8-0. Pop up into the infield. Jack Jewell moves into foul territory. But it actually went straight up, and Preston Poor caught it behind the plate. I did not see where that baseball went clearly. But Preston Poor makes the catch for out number 2. Mason Wisniewski. He is 1 for 3 with a walk, as well as 2 strikeouts. Swings and misses at strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Down low. 1-1 the count. That pitch up and in. Throw went back to Stewart, but well over his head. Weaver just stuck around at second base because it would be pretty advised to try to go to third there when the ball is in the infield, but people would have to be really aware, especially Josiah Schmidt over at third base. He'd have to know that the runner could be going in that spot. But the runner didn't go, so it doesn't really matter. 3-1 pitch. Called strike at the knees. Payoff pitch, fouled away. Scoreboard all lit up, a full count, 2 outs. Top of the 7th inning, 8-0. The score, Twins trying to send an extra 2 runs across to secure the run rule victory. Islanders trying to make sure that doesn't happen. Swing a high fly ball, deep drive out into center field. That ball is gone. Wisniewski has home run number 7 on the year. Just one shy of the league leader. Coming for the home run crown, which was held by a Derby twin last year, their current pitcher, Noah Allison. And it's 10-0. The run rule is in effect if the Islanders aren't able to come across with a run in the bottom of the inning. A pitch misses. It's kind of weird to say anything about insurance runs when you're up by 10, but if you want to secure the run rule, you do want to add some more on just in case the Islanders' bats get going. And the Islanders haven't been quiet offensively, haven't been shut down completely. They've been shut out in terms of runs, but they've gotten guys on base. Haven't been able to move them around that effectively, but get the right inning going, right momentum. You could see a run come home. Called strike. A lot of 2s on the scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strike, 2 out. Nobody on base here, top of the 7th inning. That pitch down in the dirt. Count runs full. Scoreboard all lit up with a full count. 2 outs. The pitch from Stewart is up high for ball 4. Britt Vick comes to the plate. He's 2 for 3 with a walk. Has a runner on first base with 2 outs here, top of the 7th inning. 10-0 lead for the Twins, good enough for the run rule if the score holds through the bottom of this inning. Pitch is swung on and hit into right field for a base hit. Runner around second, moves into third. And now runners on the corners with 2 outs. And Jackson Stewart's perfect ERA on this season has disappeared after the 2-run home run. He has now given up 2 runs, obviously. Runners on base. The throw from the runner is off the glove of Connor Rowe, and there's going to be no throw home And I was talking about maybe some insurance runs to secure that run rule victory. There's one of them. As Gavin Mesa is aggressive and comes home on the throw that ended up on the ground in the infield. Strike. 1-1 count. The pitch from Stewart. Grounded foul. Bare hand play by Coach Toby Mons.
Right here.
And he's disappeared. Oh no, he's still sitting outside the dugout. He was just behind Mason from my vantage point. That pitch down low. 2-2 count. The 2-2. Swing a high fly ball out deep center field again. And that ball is not out of the ballpark, but it is extra bases. And another run for Derby. 12-0. 4 runs coming across here in the top of the 7th. So Jackson Stewart really not having a perfect ERA anymore. 1 2/3 innings pitched and 4 earned runs. It's a little bit over 18, probably hovering around 20. I don't have a calculator on me. That's 2 runs per 2.5 outs. It's weird to divide it when they're not full innings. If he's able to get this out here, it would be an ERA of 18.0. Which, again, with this small of a sample size, it really doesn't matter what an ERA is, but I think it's fun. The 3-0. In there for a strike.
Come on.
I do believe a swing, actually, into center field. There's a base hit. Runner is going to hold up at third. Maybe a little bit of mercy on the base pass for the Twins. Maybe they just thought the throw was going to beat them to the plate, which, I mean, it might have. It would have been close. Skip guys at bats, I think, is the mindset at this point for Derby. Don't want to risk getting it out on the base paths when you're up 12-0. And you can have Brady Skinner come to the plate again. He's still looking for his first hit of the day. He's 0 for 4. Give him a chance. 1-0 count. Swing a fly ball out into right field. Gets down for a base hit and another run. The Islanders are getting the ball back into the infield, but not quickly enough to avoid the hits having any impact. And with that, the Derby Twins are sending the guy who led off this inning back to the plate.
What's the buzz? Crowd noises.
We are going to have a mound visit. Toby Mons goes out there.
What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. What's the buzz?
Stewart
Tell me what's happening.
is going to stay on the mound, it looks like.
What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. 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 Why should you?
So, Jesse Cicito, who is 1 for 4, struck out to lead off this inning, but also he has a 3-run home run. So those 3 outs kind of all come out pretty even. Noah Allison is behind the Twins bullpen, just keeping his arm loose as long as this inning is taken. I said at the beginning of this inning, like, wow, this game's going fast. That was at 8:41, almost 15 minutes ago, and we are still in the top of the 7th inning. So I might have jinxed it. 2-0 count to Saucedo. Swing, pop-up goes out of play. Two one the count. Pop up into the infield. It's down, but the throw to first is in time. Connor Rowe stays with it to make the play. Side is retired, but not before the Twins come across with their biggest inning of the game. 13-0 is the score. Islanders need to send across 4 to keep the game alive. Or no, Jesus Yanas. Jesus Yanes comes to the plate. I think he's playing in right field right now, but everyone's been moved around so much for the Islanders that I'm not entirely sure. A pop-up into foul territory. Does anyone have the room to make the play? He does. So 1 up, 1 down. The catcher, Preston Poor had maybe his best chance to get an extra base hit on the season last time Derby was in Kingman. Or the Derby team was in Kingman. The city of Derby was not in Kingman, but you get what I'm saying. He hit a deep fly ball out into left field. It looked like it was going to clear the fence, but Gavin Mesa, who was out in left field that game, he's in center tonight, made a leaping catch to rob him of what looked like it was going to be a home run. And as it stands right now for Preston Poor, still looking for his first home run as that pitch misses just barely outside. It's a 2-2 count. Still looking for his first home run. Still looking for his first extra base hit. He hasn't hit a double or triple for the Islanders this season. That pitch misses. But I bring it up quite often. He does have a power stroke. Hit 3 out of the park at Pratt High School this past season. Obviously, high school pitching a different level, but he takes that pitch down and away. Ball 4. Second baseman, Mitchell McDaniel. Poor got on for the second time today. He walked back in the second inning. That pitch misses inside. McDaniel started pretty slow this season, but he's heating up, has a hit today. Batting average up to 256. Just comparing that to league average, the league average batting average is 271, so not quite there, but considering how low his batting average was to start the season, he is in really good shape right now, hovering right around that league average. 385 on base percentage, also slightly below league average, but again, struggled to start the season. So those numbers are coming up, and a 3-0 count here, chance to bump that on-base percentage up yet again. The 3-1 misses outside. That's ball 4. One out here, bottom of the 7th inning. 13-0, Twins lead. Back-to-back walks for the Islanders. Jackson Stewart, the pitcher who gave up that 5-run inning, comes up. Swing a high fly ball out into right field. It is caught by Alvarez to get the out. The throw to third base goes almost to the Islanders' dugout. So, fly ball moves the runner over to third. Landon Parks comes up. Islanders down 13-0. The run rule 10 after 7. We're in the 7th inning. So if Parks sends both runners in front of him home and he comes around to score, the Islanders would still need one more to keep the game moving past the 7th inning. A little over 2 hours into this ball game. Still a pretty quick pace. McDaniel stole the second base, 1-1 the count. I mentioned earlier in the game that he's a threat to steal. He's got 5 on the season with the Islanders. Called strike, the count is 1-2. Islanders down to their last strike. The pitch to Parks. Bounces off the turf in the other batter's box, so a lot of 2s on the scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th inning. The pitch. Outside. Count runs full. The pitch. Misses outside. Bases are loaded.
Go! Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.
The center fielder, Owen Schmidt. So Schmidt would need to come across the plate without any outs being recorded in front of him. I mean, he couldn't go home without any outs going in front of him for the Islanders to keep this game moving past the 7th inning. Run rule is very much looking like it'll go into effect once that third out is recorded. It's 13-0. Islanders look as though they'll fall to 2-22 on the season. That pitch misses outside. The 1-1 pitch misses up high. Derby dugout didn't agree with the call. But as it stands, it's a 2-1 count to Owen Schmidt. Check swing called strike. 2-2 the count. Still 2 outs. Islanders down to their last strike yet again. The pitch to Schmidt. Up high, ball 3. Scoreboard all lit up yet again. Full count, 2 outs.
I can't.
Islanders trying to keep the game alive. Bottom of the 7th inning. Everyone's just running. And that pitch is down low, ball 4. A run comes home. Islanders are going to avoid the shutout tonight.
Lord, please.
Bases loaded walk brings it home. Creston Poor, and now Connor Rowe comes to the plate. Swing and a foul ball goes out of play. That's coming. That sound effect is coming later and later every time. Eventually, we're going to see another pitch before glass breaks. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Up high, 1-2.
Yes.
The pitch from Allison. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll do it. Final score 13-1. Islanders avoid the shutout just barely. That run being walked in right before that last out. Twins move to 2-0. Move to 2-0 against the Islanders this season. They'll play tomorrow night and then finish a game that got to the 3rd inning next Monday. Final score tonight 13-1. And it is time to go for just about everyone in the ballpark. That'll do it for tonight's broadcast. Twins win 13-1. I've been Ashton Timish on Kingman Baseball YouTube saying so long and good night from the island.